Hello everyone, welcome back to the shed. I am Lonnie.
Hey, I'm Candace. Welcome back. Well, we had a kind of slow sales day last night, sales night. So we have a few orders to pack. We're going to get to that in just a minute. But we did have an interesting question we saw in the reseller water cooler Facebook group.
Link down below.
Is there?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
It's a link.
There's a link down below.
Secret.
Okay.
Secret link.
This is from Kevin. Kevin asked, he asked a few questions, but I thought this one was interesting. He's a
Which means that Candace didn't think the other ones were interesting.
Well, it had to do more with like finances and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
Things that are they're so person specific.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this one is: do you always buy new product every week, or do you post or list most of your inventory before sourcing more? So tell me, what I want to know is, when you first started out as a reseller, how did you do this? Like, was everything usually listed by the time you were ready to go to sales the next weekend? Because your inventory was a lot smaller back then. So when you first started.
When I first started, I didn't really find enough. I didn't have enough knowledge to find enough inventory to actually, I would pretty much have everything listed before the next weekend started.
It wasn't an issue. You didn't,
it was an issue. I didn't have enough.
I mean, it wasn't like you didn't have to make a decision.
No.
Should I stay home and list or go get more?
No.
Yeah.
No, this question too is very specific to the person. Like if I'm a part-timer, if I have a full-time job and this is a side hustle, I'm going to answer this question one way. And if I'm full-timer, then I'm going to answer this question another way.
Yep.
So what do you think about this?
For us, we never, well, I won't say never.
No. I'm sorry, go ahead.
We very rarely skip sourcing. Very rarely.
I don't know about that. Like when we've had, like when we do like really big bulk buys, and it's happened recently where we'll buy like 2-3 weekends in a row from Kevin and Danielle, and then we went to garage sales last weekend and we can't even move in here, or we bought, like this happened recently when we bought all these nutcrackers. We had nutcrackers, like we couldn't hardly move. We had so many nutcrackers, and we were tired, and just like, we did skip a few weeks.
We did, and that, like you said, that's a rare circumstance. And I thought about it and I regretted it, because during those buys was prime garage sale season here. And I think we really made a mistake. Not sticking that stuff in our unit, our storage unit, and sourcing.
I agree.
Afterwards, I thought about it and I really regretted it. And you're probably saying, but why? You had all this stuff to list. Well, now the last few weeks, it's been a struggle to get inventory. We still have stuff in our storage, don't get me wrong.
It's not the good stuff.
Yeah, we don't have the good stuff. And I regret it. And one reason we do like to keep sourcing even when we have stuff is for those times whenever we can't source. I know we've touched on this before. We have a really short winter here, but during those couple of months, it is nice to have back stock to be able to pull from, you know.
Yeah, it's funny. Candace expressed that regret. We haven't talked about this. But yeah, I agree. I have some regret too, because when it comes to garage sales, so what do you think? I would say March, April, May, June.
That's our prime.
Actually March, April, May.
Yeah. That's
prime time. And that's not to say there aren't garage sales after that, because there totally are. However, your freshest...
Yeah, we find the best inventory then, and there were more garage sales because it gets so hot here in the summer.
Right.
There's not as people having them.
Yep.
Now, they do pick up a little bit more back in the fall, but just not like it is in the spring, you know?
It's just hard. I mean, on one hand, I regret not going those weeks that we didn't go this year. But man, Candace, we had
We couldn't walk in here.
We couldn't walk, and it's hard.
We had money tied up too.
It's easy to say we just put those nutcrackers in storage and come back to them later.
Yeah.
$6,000, Candace.
Yeah, we had to recoup some of our money, so it was like get them listed, you know.
We didn't have to, but it would have felt really dumb.
I still think in hindsight we should have, but just like we have been lately, just be really, you know, picky for us, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what is the question?
It's do you source
Always.
if you still haven't listed the last stuff you picked up?
Yeah, I think in general, yes, we do, because
I think most resellers do, and you'll see it becomes like this snowball effect. Oh, I'll just put this little stuff to the side.
that's the problem.
And then all of a sudden, before you realize it, you keep doing that, and your death pile gets bigger and bigger.
That's the problem right there. The other side is if you keep on buying, you'll never catch up if you keep buying.
Yeah.
And you'll always list the good stuff first, and the mediocre to bad stuff will get pushed off to the side. And if you wait long enough, then the mediocre to bad stuff, as you gain knowledge, you might even think, well, why did I even buy that at all?
Yeah.
By the time you get around to listing it, it might just be a donate type thing. So, I mean, it is kind of dangerous on one hand to keep buying.
It's location specific too. Say you have a long winter that lasts like 5-6 months with no sales, then maybe you do want to build up your death pile. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's so, and then you have FOMO, the fear of missing out by not going out.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it's
that rush you get when you find something.
it takes so much freaking discipline to keep on listing and to get like today, like this morning. I was thinking that usually I have a few trouble spots I try and hit every day, and this, like today, I'm like, okay, we got to figure this out.
We're either gonna list it or
Donate it or whatever.
Yeah.
I've got those speakers down there that I want to test today.
Yeah.
Oh, we have this big old thing of Mardi Gras photos. I've had this for years.
I think that's gonna be one lot. Just lot it up.
That's
and
fine.
Auction it or something.
Whatever it is, it needs to happen, you know. But like, we have a little bit of a dead spot here, and you know how it goes, Candace. There's another big buy right around the corner.
Yep. Or we're going to sales tomorrow morning.
Right. So we never know.
Yeah.
We never know, like, when the next
We could be
influx.
bringing in 10 totes, big old totes full of stuff tomorrow. You just never know. What's
Right.
there.
Or we could be just picking through our leftovers
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for a part-timer, I would be fine with them just like buying and then not buying again until they list it all, you know. And then, but for a full-timer, I think that can be dangerous.
I think another strategy maybe to use is figure out a dollar amount that you can spend that weekend, and once you've spent it, just stop, go home, you know.
Yeah, here's the problem though with that. Opportunities don't work on a schedule.
I know.
Opportunities don't work on a budget or a schedule. So maybe you have set aside $100 a week for sourcing, like your part-time. Okay, I've got $100 budget, but then you come upon a $1,000 buy that would knock you out of 10 weeks of your budget, but it's a really good buy. Well, you should probably go ahead and do it, and then just not source. You know what I mean? Like, opportunities you
Just
cannot
have to adjust accordingly.
right.
Yeah.
This line of work, man, you don't know when you're like, we could get a phone call from Guy in 5 minutes and end up with a $5,000 buy that we didn't know was going to happen.
Yeah.
But it won't matter.
Right.
He wouldn't care about our budget. He's got stuff. You want it?
I could open my Facebook tonight, start planning garage sales, and there's a big nutcracker buy. Look at me in the face.
Man, I don't know. It's too soon. It's too soon.
We're gonna have to get just a shed for nutcrackers.
Yeah. But yeah, again, that question, I mean, it's a great question, but it's so, one thing though, one thing about that question, do you always buy new product every week? A lot of that, some people may not have the discipline to just keep buying without having everything listed, and some people might.
Yeah.
So if you're like a very undisciplined person and you have to set strict rules, no more buying until I list everything that I've already bought, and that's what you need to do. I understand that. So we do have a couple of things to pull.
We do.
Here. Well, also I do have the Civil War.
Yeah, the nutcrackers. They're
Nutcrackers. Yeah. Okay, those have to go out.
Yeah, they asked us to hold off and ship them because
after 4th of July.
Yeah, they were out of town, so we're going to go ahead and get those shipped off today. All right, 7 Echo. We sold 3 Wilton cake pans: Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Oh, and He-Man.
Where's again? 7 what?
Echo.
And what are they?
Cake pans.
Oh yeah, these.
I thought it was interesting. It's Batman, Superman. They made it kind of generic, and it came with like this. We don't have it, but it came with these interchangeable where you could make it look like Batman or Superman the way you decorated it.
Okay.
Sold those for $26.24.
Okay. We've done decent with Wilton pans.
It strictly depends on the subject matter. I mean,
Right.
And even then, if it's a pop thing, sometimes they're not good anyway. These were not as good as I thought they were going to be.
Still decent.
The best one we ever had was that dragon. Wasn't it a dragon?
Yeah.
Yep. In the alien drawer, we sold a game controller, a Logitech for PC.
Yeah, just got this past weekend. Okay.
That sold for $9.
All right.
And then we had someone reach out to us. They wanted to bundle up some razors.
Did you leave them bundled?
Yes.
Okay.
They're in the razor drawer, ready to go. They have an They have an O on the bag. All right, so these are going to Canada. So we settled on a deal of $112.50 shipped for these 7 razors. That was a certain I think I gave them 30% discount plus actual shipping through pirate ships.
Simple export rate.
Yeah, simple export rate.
Which we're using simple export rate less and less.
Yeah.
Because we trust it less and less. However, we haven't had any problems at all going to Canada.
Right.
So that was a good sale though.
Yeah.
If somebody's buying a bunch of something like this, we are definitely willing to wheel and deal on the price to a certain extent.
Yep. Yep.
You know, I mean, it's not going to be half off or anything, but
if we've already got them on sale, 25% off. You know.
Yeah, it just depends.
Yeah.
But yeah, we definitely are willing to work on something whenever.
And we'll always combine shipping. You know?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, always.
All right, that's all I got to pack as far as USPS goes, and then we have Nutcracker. Where are those at?
They're on 7 Delta.
Okay. Okay, yeah, those guys right there. I'll pack those in a bit. And also,
we sold those for $150 plus ship.
Also, I did start some sales this morning. I came in this morning and worked on sales right away, promotions.
Yep.
And I started 25% off sale with 78 items, and then I have 10% sales, which I'm gonna keep. Man, I worked on this a long time.
Yeah, that's
about an hour.
500 items.
No, it's more than that, because it's like you can only fit 500 per sale.
Oh.
That's like a little over 1,000.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna keep these kind of together, and I'll gradually, each time I redo the sale, I'll gradually raise that percentage off up.
While he was doing that, I did cross posting, and I have us caught up to a week ago. So that's what I wanted to do, get us caught up. Then every day I will come in and just cross post what we listed a week ago that day.
That hasn't sold yet, obviously.
That hasn't sold. And also I'm gonna slowly start cross posting the nutcrackers too. So
to Etsy or Etsy and Macari?
I don't know. Macari's shipping. I don't know. I know for sure Etsy. I know probably the smaller ones, Macari.
I just haven't seen proof. I haven't seen proof that Macari buyers are buying that kind of stuff. Like we've sold. We've sold
cookbooks on there. We've sold stuff, hats.
Okay, all right.
I think we just didn't have enough listed on there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I've been pretty much been pretty much listing everything that's not huge on Mercari, and then cross posting either to Etsy or Poshmark, depending on what it is also. So it just varies.
It's taken us some time to get used to this, like selling on these other platforms. But I guess when we look at it at the end of the week, most weeks we're making significant sales in total on the other platforms.
You know, even if it's just one a day, that's 5 more sales we have that week that we wouldn't have had.
No, you're right. I agree. I'm just, Mercari just seems to be so toy focused there.
I mean, I don't think so, because I used to shop there for vintage dishware, so I think it's more than you think. I think the toys do well there, but I don't know. We'll see.
It may also be the fact that maybe I'm expecting too much, because we're only cross-posting the stuff, obviously, that hasn't sold yet.
And the smaller stuff.
We're not posting the
good stuff.
The really good stuff that sells within a week of you posting it on eBay. That stuff never makes it to Mercari.
Right.
So we're not giving Mercari maybe the fairest shake.
Yeah.
For comparison's sake.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, let me get this stuff packed and see what else we get into today. All right, so I got the speakers hooked up, and this is that little, if y'all remember, this is that little amp. That cheap little amp the guy sent me by mistake. And then, well, he did a return. I'm not going to tell the whole story, but long story short, guy did a return, and he mistakenly returned this to me also, along with something else. He didn't get this from me. I think he got this from Amazon. And I messaged him, and I said, hey, do you want me to send this back to you? If you do, send me the postage and I'll get it off in the mail. And I sent him like 3 messages. This is, how long ago has that been, Candace?
Oh, it's been months.
3 months or more?
4 months, yeah.
Yeah. So I finally said, you know what? I guess he doesn't, and still, if he wanted it back, I would, if he contacted me, I would send it to him if he paid the postage. And anyway, I hooked it up, and it's a cheap little amp. But it's kind of cool because look, it does everything. It does karaoke if you want. It's got 2 mic inputs here. It also does, if you look over here, it does Bluetooth. It can play from an SD card. It can play over USB somehow. And then it does also have all the inputs here too, or several inputs, I should say. There's an aux input, mini plug, DVD, CD, and line. And of course the speaker outputs there. So even though this is a really cheap unit that's not worth that much money, it does friggin' everything. So I just tested these speakers out. They sound fine. We got those from Kevin and Danielle in our last buy, I think. And they sound good. I'm going to list them for $50 plus shipping. And I think we should be able to get that. Something else we want to tell you about. We had Cox cable internet before.
Very expensive.
Very expensive, not that fast, and it would go out fairly often.
Yeah.
And it mostly it was just too expensive. We cut the cord. We got rid of all the cable stuff.
Yep.
We went with Starlink. We're doing YouTube TV, which we love.
Yeah, we love YouTube.
Love
TV.
YouTube TV. Yeah. Can't, like, if you want to cut the cord and go with all streaming, Netflix and Apple TV and YouTube TV or there are other local or other like cable replacements, Sling TV, there's all kind of other stuff. But we went with Starlink, and Starlink is pretty good. In our case,
I think it depends on your area. And
we can't find a good look angle with 0 trees.
Yeah.
It's always partially blocked no matter where we put it. So our speeds, because of that, our speeds aren't quite what they probably should be. And we do have intermittent outages.
Just small drop-offs.
Small drops for like 20 seconds. maybe 20-30 seconds once an hour or something like that, maybe a little more often.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the butt. It's also $100 a month. So we've been looking for a way to get off of Starlink and still not go to cable. Cable, as far as I'm concerned, the cable companies, eventually I hope they just all shut down.
Their days are numbered, I think.
They are numbered.
Yeah.
And they had a monopoly for a long time on all that stuff. And their time is past, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's just we just get to watch them die now.
So I think what we have now is the future, huh?
Maybe.
I hope.
We'll see. Hopefully.
It's looking good.
We've had it for one day. So we got our newest internet. It's this thing right here. This is a 5G, and we're not going to have it set up out here. We just have it set up. We got it yesterday and we wanted to try it.
Yep.
So we're not into the whole network. We have like a mesh network for the house and everything. It's kind of spread out. So we're just trying this in the shed for a couple of days first to make sure we like it, make sure we don't want to send it back. T-Mobile 5G home internet. And the price is crazy.
Yep.
It's $50 a month.
No contract.
No contract. We didn't even have to pay for that.
No, the equipment was free. They just sent it to us and we hooked it up.
Yeah, there is a credit check, I think. Well, I know there is because they did one. I think if your credit is below a certain level, they may make you
just put a deposit
down for that equipment, because they don't make you pay for this, but it's probably, it's probably a couple $100.
Oh, by the way,
thing.
We're not affiliated with them.
No.
We're not paid sponsor.
We're not even going to link this.
We're just sharing what we got because we're excited about it and we think it's going to be really good.
Yeah, well, it is so far.
Yeah.
So this is T-Mobile 5G home internet. It's $50 a month, like I said, and it also says you're locked into that rate too.
Yep.
It's unlimited. What else? What else is there?
It's very fast.
Yeah, so I want to show you all how fast. Well, we've never had speeds this fast here.
Yeah.
I know.
Even when Cox Cable was at its best.
So look, we're on T-Mobile here, going to Wave Fly in New Orleans. This is the middle of the day. Middle of the day is probably going to be a little slower. I noticed during the day, actually it's still fast.
Yeah.
It's slightly slower than at night. Last night I was seeing speeds over 500 megabits a second download, like late last night.
Mm-hmm.
Then the upload runs somewhere between 20 to 60 depending on time of day. My uploads before were like around 5 megabits up. So this is huge. I uploaded a video last night that was it's probably about 4 to 5 gigs, and it only took 20 minutes. That is screaming fast. So that's what we're getting for $50 a month so far. We'll keep y'all. Look, we got the RuneScape
ahead.
whatever we're doing, like they always advertise stuff that you already do.
I know.
So we'll check in from time to time, let y'all know how we're still liking it or not. One thing to mention about it, we did get on, like they have not rolled it out nationwide 100%.
They're slowly rolling it into markets because they don't want to overload their towers or however it works. So we had to kind of get on a waiting list, and they let us know when we were eligible to get it.
It took a few months.
Yeah.
And then it took a few months, and then Candace made the phone call when we got the email, and you were on the phone for about 20 minutes?
Yep, and then 2 business days later, they shipped the item and we got it the next day.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So just in case anyone is maybe looking for another internet thing, if you're having bad internet like we were. The only other thing to mention is that even though like we could unplug that and bring it somewhere else,
they don't allow it. I guess you have to get caught. Like, you can't take it in your RV and go.
Right.
We would love that, trust me. But yeah, they do state it has to stay the address that you gave them.
Right, because that allows them to control access to their network. Yep. As far as bandwidth and whatnot goes.
At least at this time. I hope in the future they're able to have RVs and campers and boats and whatever, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, for the price for performance is just ridiculous. And the ease of setup, it only took us about 10 minutes to set it up too.
Yep.
So if you have it available and your current internet is crappy or way too expensive, it might be something to think about trying.
Yeah.
Again, we're not selling it or anything. We're just excited about it because I've never had speeds like this.
Yeah.
All right, Candace and I are having our every other day now little meeting. We sit here and brainstorm and try and come up with thumbnails and titles and all that stuff. And while we're doing that, we noticed the lava lamp.
We have movement.
Yep. And then once we saw it's working,
it's very mesmerizing to watch it.
we're sitting here for like I just realized we're sitting here for like 5 minutes, and then we're like, Candace will go, oh look, that big one, what's gonna happen when that big one and that big one hit in the middle?
Like, look at that, they went.
Oh, cool. I know, we're watching it like it's a TV show or something. It is fun though. One thing that's crazy, they kind of look like eggs, don't they?
Yeah.
One thing that's crazy though is that this thing takes like
it took like
a good four or
5
5.
I think 5 hours to really get heated up and going.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it takes forever. Like maybe a little higher, maybe 10 more watts would do it.
But
we're using the wattage.
Hot. It's pretty hot down here, so
yeah.
And so that's what I told Lonnie. It's a shame because it's so hot that I wouldn't want to leave it plugged in all the time.
I wouldn't want to leave it plugged in either. It is neat though. But we have to make sure whenever we do the listing that they know, hey, this takes a while.
Yeah.
This ain't a turn it on, watch it, and then turn it off kind of thing.
Yep.
It's a commitment.
Yeah. Put it on a timer maybe.
Yeah. It is later on at night. It's Thursday night, and Candace has her thing that she does.
Yep. It's 9 o'clock, so it's time to plan the garage sale route. And Lonnie's going to go ahead and get the orders that we have that came in this afternoon ready to go for the carrier in the morning, just so when we do get back we don't have as much to take care of.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. And plus I don't want us to feel like we're like
rushing to get back.
Rushed, or if Candace happens to find a lot of garage sales for tomorrow, well, I want to go. Yeah. Because that's the easiest money we ever make is garage sales if there's a lot of them.
Yep.
So. Yep. Especially after that talk we had earlier when Candace was talking about how she had some regret that we skipped some weekends, especially after the big Nutcracker buy. Yeah. Because I felt the same way. Right. We never really talked about it until the video, though. So. We
were scared to talk to each other about it.
No, we weren't. It just never came up. I don't know. It's weird. I'm like, oh, I didn't know you felt like that.
Yeah. All right, well, you get to do your thing, and I'm going to do my thing.
Okay, you go do your thing. I'm going to go pull my orders. All right, let's go pull it. We only have 5. We got 5 things to pull here. We sold some vinyl. Something called... Oh, I was in here making a mess. Were these things really over here? Ugh. All right, I'll have to fix that in a minute. Okay, I'm looking for something called Vicious Pink. And... this reminds me, I've got a bunch of vinyl back in storage. Probably not going to get to it this week. But, here it is right here. Vicious Pink. But I really need to go get that vinyl and list it, because vinyl has done like really well for us. All right, Fetish, it says, is how you're supposed to say it. This sold for $14.99 plus shipping on top. And on 3 Delta, this is a Bible. I guess I can put this back over here. 3 Delta, and I have to move this. Oh, we have an open box knife right there. We have an expensive Bible. It might be this one. I'm guessing the $70-something Bible is the one that you put in plastic, Candace. Let's see. Yeah, the New Testament in Modern English by J.B. Phillips. This sold for $71.99 plus shipping on top. Man, it's in nice condition. The gilding is even in good condition.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a Kevin and Danielle thing, right?
Yep.
Right on. And one Delta, we sold some spark plugs. I ought to be able to find them pretty quickly because it's one box of them. These are, it's got to be these right here, I'm sure. You can check it. 7440s, yeah. These sold for $29.99 plus shipping on top. That's some of the more valuable ones. Most, I want to say the average spark plug listing I made, and it ended up being like 80 something listings, I think, was about $12 or so, $13. Let me go look, I can tell y'all. I actually just went ahead and added a sell for it. 92 total listings, $1,219, an average listing of $13.25. So at $30, that's by far one of the, might be the best spark plug listing I made, or up there anyways. All right, y'all can see I have the video games out. I changed course. I was gonna sell as is, and I started thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try smaller lots of 10 games and actually clean them, get the disc right, and sell them as working copies. And that's what I did. So if I can put these lots together, 10 of them for 30 bucks a lot, that's going to be pretty good, because we have quite a few of these these berry boxes full of games still. I would say maybe about, we might have about 5 or 6 of these boxes left. So that sold for $29.99. Just listed these today. And then in Digimon drawer, which is right here, gotta move this stuff out the way. We got them right here. This Superman Candace listed today. Is this the one, Candace? This is it.
Yeah, it looks like Amigo.
Okay, yeah.
Kinda.
Huh, how old is this thing?
It's pretty modern.
Fair, like 20 years old, probably. Something like that.
I don't even think it's that old.
Let me see. See if there's a date on it.
There is on this foot, I think.
Oh man, it's Roman. No, it's not. I thought it was Roman numerals. I don't see a date. Anyways, this guy sold for $24.99 plus shipping on top. So I'm gonna get these 5 things. I'm sure we'll have some more after we get back from garage sales to pack in the morning. Hopefully we can get those out before the carrier gets here. But until then, we will see y'all in the morning. Bye, y'all. Night. All right, good morning, y'all. It is the next day. It is Friday. We just got back from garage sales. We left at
we left around 6:45, and we got back about 11 o'clock.
Yeah, we went to, we didn't go to that many sales. They were pretty spread out. We do have we pulled some orders last night. We have 4 more things that need to go out. Carrier hadn't come yet.
5.
Oh, is it?
Etsy order.
Oh, Etsy order. So 5 things.
Yeah.
What we got, Candace?
The first one is in the D&D drawer. A Mation for Mac diskettes, case of 5.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I paid $1 for these at a garage sale about a month ago, I think. Something like that. Yeah, these Super Disc.
Yep, and they sold for $12.59.
Yeah, we're going to show y'all the stuff we got at garage sales after we pull these few orders.
Yep. Trying to beat the carrier again. 2 Bravo. We sold that big 3D duck wall hanging.
2 Bravo? Yeah, I was glad to see this guy sell.
Yeah, we got 25 for him.
That's good, in my opinion.
And he's over 21 inches, but parcel post, the shipping still wasn't that bad. It was reasonable for the size, because he's really light. 11 Alpha, a lot of 28 beta tapes, used blank unknown content.
11 Alpha?
Yep.
All right. They might be, are they in here? Can y'all see in there? Oh wait, I can see through there with the screen.
That's gotta be them.
They're in there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to take that off. Okay, went and got these down. I'm trying to remember what we paid for these.
Probably like $5.
I want to say it was like $5. Yeah. If I'm wrong,
it wasn't much more than that.
No, it wasn't. No, like we don't pay much
People
for these.
usually practically give this kind of media away. And they ended up selling for $40.49.
Yeah, I think I ended up having to put them on sale. I think to get them done, to get it done. But still, a really good profit margin here. Alrighty.
All right, next item on eBay is 7 Charlie Memories of Yesterday, Simple Simon.
Okay, yeah, I was glad to see this sell. Because these are definitely long tail. I'm thinking it might be this one right here. Before I was even on, one of my first larger buys is before I was even on YouTube. I bought a whole garage full of this kind of Memories of Yesterday.
Tom Clark
gnomes. I had must have been over 1,000 Tom Clark gnomes.
It was all new stock from like a Hallmark store that had went out of business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I paid $500. When I say garage full, we had a minivan at that point that we were using, and I think it took me, I want to say 3 trips.
Yeah.
With that thing completely loaded.
Those gnomes did good.
Oh no, I made a bunch of money, but we still had a few.
There's still some.
We still have a few things just kicking around. We had so much, and this is one of them right here.
$12.59 for that.
Okay.
And then we sold 3 Walmart pens on Etsy.
Okay, which ones are they?
$43, $79, and $2.19.
Okay, I'll go pull them. Okay, I got these pulled. $2.19 looks like a Walmart United Kingdom with a smiley.
Union Jack.
Yep.
$15. Yep.
And then $79 is Our Cashiers Make the Difference.
Smiley with a blue vest.
Yep.
$12.
And then this last one is a star wearing It's no, not a star. What am I saying? It's an angel wearing an American flag robe.
Yes, $12 for that.
Because we know that. Well, anyways, let me just move on.
Angels are Americans.
I'll just move on.
Americans are angels.
It's ridiculous. I'll just move. Just let me move on from that.
I'm
gonna get myself in trouble.
That's everything we have going out to the rest of the stuff going out.
Right. Yep. Yeah. Okay, we ate lunch. Packages are away, and we have some stuff to show y'all, and we have a few stories along the way too, of course, as always.
All this stuff on this table was from the same sale.
Yeah, we only paid for.
We didn't pay for 2 of the items.
Right. Well, that's the story.
We're going to tell you why.
Yeah.
Okay, I picked up these cups just for us because they're new, and this is what we drink out of for our coffee. You know. However,
well, I won't use one of those because I don't like the tallness.
Molly
will like them though.
Well, I might see if I can actually sell this one because I don't know. It's got.
Whoa, that thing's expensive.
It's got a $28 price. Oh, it's got a chip on the.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're keeping that. And I thought this one was pretty. I paid $3 each for those.
Yeah, I don't use tall cups like that.
Yeah. Jimmy Swaggart Ministries books.
Yeah, we paid $1 for those.
And they're old, huh?
Well, probably 70s, 80s, I would imagine, somewhere in there.
Let's see.
It's like a little set, little box set.
1987, yep. Jimmy Swaggart stuff always seems to do well.
Yeah.
Did you look it up or
no? I
just bought it.
I picked it up because, just like you said, Jimmy Swaggart stuff always seems to do well.
I don't know very much about Christian books. I know the Bible, of course, but I do know this book because we've had it recently. We picked it up. We got it from Kevin and Danielle. So as soon as
and it's sold, right?
Yeah. So there's another one.
Fox's Christian Martyrs of the World.
Yeah. Now, of course, if this book has been around a long time, if you can find one of the really old ones,
right,
that's really good money.
Oh, look, I see now. Born. We were trying to figure out what Bach was. I searched Bach, and I did see that it was associated with Born. Born Concept.
It's like a line of their.
Probably a cheapo line of theirs.
Yeah, I mean these are like nursing type, clogs, and I don't think they've ever been worn.
No, look at the soles.
Yeah. So we paid $5 for those. Yeah.
Yeah, she wanted $5, but based on what happened prior to that, normally I would say, okay, try and get them for $3 or something, but
because of the rest of the story.
Right.
So I picked up this bag and I just kind of opened it up to see what it was like inside. And there's like an inside pocket. Let me show you. And as soon as I opened it up, I saw right here, I saw a $20 bill and it was wrapped around maybe more money, and I saw a piece of paper. And the lady was standing over there and I'm like, ma'am. And she walked over there and I just did this. And she's like, oh my goodness. And she took it out and there was a lady and it was her mom. And this was actually her mom. So she's like, Mom, you left money in that purse. So they were like, oh, thank you so much. That's so nice. Most people wouldn't do that, blah, blah, blah. So
I think most people might
I think they would.
That. But all it takes is one to not do it, though.
I know. So we go up to the checkout and I ask her, how much do you want for the bag? And she's like, you can have it.
And then she had already said, I got this either for Molly or for us to play on camping trips.
Yeah.
Because Molly is crazy for cats. She really is.
And we like playing Monopoly.
And we like playing Monopoly on trips.
Yeah.
Or I might sell it. I don't know. It'll probably go in the camper.
We already have like 4 Monopoly games.
We always play it, though.
I know.
And Molly really likes it.
Mm-hmm.
Candace doesn't like it Monopoly near as much as Molly and I do.
The reason I enjoy playing the game, but the downfall of it is if somebody loses, they just have to sit there and possibly watch these other people play for hours. It's just it's not good.
That's like us, you know. We're over here toiling in this shed every day, and then we're watching Elon Musk kill it. You know, it's like it's not fair.
Yeah.
So anyway, she said as soon as Candace gave the money back to him or whatever, she said, well, y'all can have that Monopoly game for free. And I was like, okay, thanks.
What did they tell you the price before? Do you?
I don't know. I never got a price.
Okay.
I was just holding it. I wasn't even sure I was going to buy it.
And then we bought all these just for around here. We're always using little Post-it notes.
We're out of Post-it notes completely. Like we're 100% out of Post-it notes right now.
So we got all this for about, I think it was $1 for everything.
It was $1 for all that. And these are, every day I use little pads because I write down, like if I weigh something.
Yeah, just use a page.
I write it down,
notes,
or if I know where I'm going to put something that I'm listing at the moment, I write down the shelf location.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I mean, y'all probably see the notes over here. I jot down stuff all day. So I've got notebooks full of like sizes and weights and locations and just all this random stuff just because my memory sucks.
Yeah.
So, let's do another bench full of stuff.
Okay.
Okay, this is from a sale we go to quite a bit.
They have a sale at least once a month. They're storage unit people.
Yeah.
And we made sure to go there first because in her ad she said she had baseball gloves. So we bought this bag full of stuff, so we're going to show you.
Well, we didn't buy the bag full of stuff. We bought the bag and then we put stuff in it.
Yeah.
It didn't come with stuff in it.
So this bag here, this Marucci bag, was $5.
I paid $5.
Yeah, it's in great condition.
Yeah, it's in good condition.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much we can get. Probably, I would imagine at least 30 or so. I was very picky about the condition, though. Like
I told Lonnie it's a good size traveling duffel bag if it didn't have the bat holes in it.
Yeah.
All right, this purse is. I've never heard of the brand, but it looked high end.
Man, you know who needs that purse?
Who?
Ferris Bueller's girlfriend on Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Why?
Because that would match that outfit she was wearing.
No, it does not. She had on a white leather outfit. She didn't have on cowhide. What are you talking about?
I thought it was.
No.
Okay, never mind.
Anyway,
that was a weird little thing for me to say.
It's a real cowhide, and then look.
Wait, that's a real cowhide right here?
Yeah.
Like that's like the side of a cow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I have a purse with cowhide on it.
Man, that is weird.
And then look, the inside is like this thick tapestry fabric. Anyway, I looked up the brand.
That is fancy, huh?
I know it is. I could tell it's not my style with all this.
Did they staple through the damn? Are they stupid?
I know, and the shoes, and some shoes too they had there.
There's morons. They stapled through it.
Don't pull it off. I'm gonna be very careful.
Who does that? It didn't go all the way through.
I know.
I mean, it's not gonna leave anything bad, but gee whiz, man. Talk about not give an F.
So the brand is Phoebe and Josephine, and look, there's a phone number there.
Okay.
I'm assuming maybe they're just handcrafted. I don't know, but
That is cool.
I did find a recent sold. I don't know. I didn't research further because I pulled up a recent sold, and it wasn't cow skin. It was like beaver skin and just solid black. And so I thought this was more interesting. But the sold, they took a best offer. They had it listed for $60, I think, and took a best offer. So that was enough for me.
Candace, can you imagine like a society where people like carry around bags or have like hats and jackets and stuff made out of human skin? Can you picture this?
What is wrong with you? That's a disturbing thing. I would have never thought of
if
that.
you really think about it, that's a little disturbing too.
No, because the meat is used from this, right?
No, yeah, okay. I know. I'm not. Look, I'm all about eating meat and all that
beaver
stuff.
skin, I don't know, because I mean, y'all may eat beaver meat. I don't.
It's all no. It's just I've been thinking lately. Like don't get me wrong. I eat meat. I love steak.
You love a good steak.
Yeah. So take.
Why not the cow that provided you that steak could also provide clothing or a purse?
No, I agree. But there's so many other things you can make a purse out of rather than that.
Oh, I know. But we've had these conversations about fur rabbit jackets.
Yeah, you have a rabbit. How do you feel about?
I hate it because when I was a kid in the 80s, late 70s, early 80s, that was all the rage, the rabbit fur jackets, and I had one, and now I'm like, oh, that's so mean.
Right. So I mean,
and we were at a sale that had one, and I started rubbing it, and it felt just like our rabbit. I was like, oh my God, it's like I'm petting my rabbit. I can't do this.
I mean, when you really think about it, it's barbaric. Some things.
Yeah.
Some things are barbaric.
Yeah.
Like we really are. And I say that as being someone that really enjoys steak. I mean, like...
yeah, I don't believe in raising animals and using them just for their hide. But if you're going to use the whole animal, like the meat and everything...
Or like a pig.
Yeah.
I mean, a pig, they use every...
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Okay, let's move on, because I'm sure we just made somebody mad somehow.
Probably so. All right, let's see what we have next in our little goodie.
Oh, yeah, these
are some cool Converse.
Those are different, huh?
They're kind of used. They're a little yellowed, but I thought the pattern was cool.
You know what my favorite part about that is? They didn't use cowhide on the...
They used bubble hide. You know what that reminds me of those Spirograph toys?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that when you were a kid?
Oh, do I? Oh, that's exactly what that is.
Yeah.
Spirograph was fun. I mean, kids today... They would hate Spirograph.
I saw this short yesterday. This woman had this big cake, and she took a Hershey's syrup bottle and she suspended it on a rope or string from the ceiling, spout down and opened it, and then she just gave it a whirl, and it made a cool geographic pattern.
Geometric.
Yeah.
Yeah. National Geometric. But no, I've seen that before where people do that like with paint cans or whatever, and they'll put a big canvas and
That was cool. Yeah, so we paid $2 for those, and I paid $2 for this also.
That was only $2?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, this is a Greek cookbook we got for $1.
We have no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, that's from Charleston.
All right, these are Pampered Chef apple peeler stand and apple peeler.
They're new.
$4 for both.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's not worth a ton of money. But it'll be an easy lister. That might be $25. And so we didn't see the gloves when we were there.
Right. We were about ready to check out, and we just assumed, because we got there probably about 10, 15 minutes after we started, and there was already a few people there. So I assumed that somebody had picked them up. But we were ready to check out, and I asked her just for the heck of it, do you have any baseball gloves? And she said, yeah, they're in this jewelry case over here.
And she pulls them out. Check these out, how nice the condition is, y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, they look perfect.
Yep.
I don't think they were ever used.
Right.
And we've been doing business. Well, that one has a little.
This one has a little wear.
Yeah.
But it's still like the what do you call these string things? The leather strapping is all in great shape.
Yeah. And I did something I don't normally do. I actually just paid her price. She had $10 on them. And I thought it was like a bargain in this condition. We have an A900 and an A500. These are just gorgeous gloves.
They are. I like this red, the colors.
They look awesome, don't they?
That's a pretty glove.
It really is. So I'm looking forward to listing those. I think we're going to do well on them.
Yep.
Is that everything from that sale?
That's everything from that sale.
Okay.
All right, we bought things at 2 garage sales and 1 estate sale, and then there was just one other sale we just bought one thing at, and that was this.
Yeah, they had a box of vinyl, and it's weird. They had the like Lawrence Welk and the Sinatra and the country, you know, like y'all know the standard stuff. And then there was a Oingo Boingo record in there. Wait, look at this dude right here. Look at these poses they're doing.
Oh, it reminds me of just 70s, 80s photography.
Right,
family photography. How they like to do the...
And they look off in the distance.
And then they're faded like into the background.
Yeah.
Yes. It's such that era.
So, yeah, I looked at the actual vinyl itself. It is a, see, it is a promo right here. That'll affect the value a little, but at least it's a stamp and not just like a punch.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we got this for $1. I did look it up just for fun, and I think you can get at least $25 for that record.
All right, the rest of the stuff, we went to an estate sale, and it was the first day, and we don't ever do that. It is a company we like to deal with a lot, and they had this bookshelf with all these books and cookbooks on it, and I thought, looking at the spines, that it was a possibility. It was Roger's Christmas cookbook and then his regular one, which is good money. So we went ahead and went there on the first day.
All right, now this I didn't even look this up. We paid $10 for this.
It's a Republican gold medal for support of President Bush.
Look, it's got the
that's so gaudy.
Look, open up at the bottom. Look, it's got like the full. See
oh
that?
My gosh!
Look, red, white, and blue ribbon.
Oh my gosh! like the lion getting his
yes,
courage.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Look, 2002 Republican Gold Medal. How do you get a Republican Gold Medal?
You donate a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I paid $10 for that. I don't even know if
the
it's
guy
worth
who
it.
originally got this paid a lot more.
Let me look it up and see if I can find one. Okay, I wish I wouldn't even looked it up. If any of y'all looked it up, I'll be lucky to get $10 back for that.
Yeah, you're gonna lose money.
I was in a spot though, like I didn't know how much she was gonna ask, and I didn't feel like confident, and we got up there, and I was like, and she was like, "Oh, that's special." And she wanted $10. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
It's real special. All right, is this vintage?
Yeah, it's made in Germany.
Okay.
It's a chess clock.
Yep, chess clock.
It does have this glass right here is broken on this side.
Mm-hmm.
However, the chess clock does work. See, it runs.
Yeah.
Well,
is that like a good brand? They have good brands of those, or?
I don't know what brand it is.
I think it says it on the face, huh?
Alpha, made in Germany.
Yeah.
So, and it does work.
Yep.
You can see the movements back here. So, paid $2 for that, and I'm guessing she only put $2 on it because the
broken glass.
The broken glass.
All right, so got to the cookbooks, and they were not Roger's. They were actually bigger. You couldn't tell from the photo though. This was one of them. This is a Missouri sesquicentennial.
Say again?
Sesquicentennial.
Say that again? Sesquicentennial?
Sesquicentennial.
Sesquicentennial.
How many years is that? 150?
Yep.
Okay. I got that, and then some more.
Look at that.
I think we actually have this one
really?
right now. I think we have 1 and 2, and I think we just sold them like 2 weeks ago. I put the 2 together.
Okay. Oh, wow. Boy, they got a lot of desserts in here. Is that all desserts?
No.
No.
Oysters.
It's a lot of desserts. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks like a good little cookbook.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Chinese cooking. Look, it's got a Godchild's price tag on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Chinese cooking for the American way.
And then the Pan Hellenic Cookbook. National Sorority Alumni.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Those kind of group cookbooks I find usually do sell okay.
And then I found those 2 books, and I'm not exactly positive. I didn't find this exact book to comp it. They were $2. They're brand new.
Yeah.
Look, it's The Life of Our Lord by Charles Dickens, and it's like a really nice. Let me see it. You can see it's like this really nice, nicely bound. And
okay,
everything.
they're both the same book, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And they both come with the boxes and everything. We paid $2 a piece for these.
Yeah.
And look, here's where you can put your offering to pay for it.
Yep, yep. And this next thing was my favorite find of the day. Look at this jacket, y'all. It's got like Panhandle British Car Association. Look at this. This is like an old MG patch. You can see it's fading off.
Yep, they got a Triumph.
Jaguar. They got stuff on here. VTR, I don't know what that is. Savannah National Convention. And then there's more on the back.
Look at all the...
These are like travel patches. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I have something in my pocket too.
You didn't steal it, did you?
No, I paid
I know,
for it.
I know.
But yeah, we bought this because all
Like
the cool
Mobile Oil Men's Invitational.
Yeah. So we just thought that had
TR6,
really,
that's a car.
Yeah, we had a really cool look to it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So we paid $10 for this.
And the jacket itself is
It's
satin,
vintage. Yeah.
and it's made in USA.
Yep, Hartwell made
Hartwell.
it. Yep. And then we found right by the checkout on the jewelry table a little MG button. Paid $2 for that. So.
There's something in that pocket.
Oh.
Did you know that?
No.
I didn't either.
More patches.
I just saw it.
And we
I swear to God, we did not look.
No. Oh my gosh.
I don't know if
Look,
it's kind of fun.
I mean, they're not.
This is God paying you back.
Look, 1951 MG.
Huh.
Some kind of convention he went to. It was still in his pocket. That's crazy.
There's an inside pocket too, probably.
I don't think so. Not on these.
Not on that kind of jacket.
No. No.
Okay.
Look at that. I mean, these are just like cheap
Yeah,
souvenir patches, you know, but that's still cool to find those in there. Yeah.
Look, New Hampshire.
Mm-hmm.
Might have to send this to Ryan. It's an iron one.
Ryan can put that on his jacket.
I'm sure he'd love to do that.
Yep, this was my favorite find today.
No, that's really cool. That kind of embodies what we're looking for when we go to an estate sale.
Now this is the man of the house, and then they had one for the woman of the house, but all hers had on it was this and this.
2 patches, and it was the same price.
Yeah, and so we left it behind.
So I mean, if it would have been $5, maybe we would have bought it. But
yeah.
nah, I was good with just getting this one.
Yep.
If I was the estate sale company, though, I would have insisted they'd be sold together. But hey,
she was like, "You don't want the other one?" I'm like, "No, it only has 2 patches."
The same price, 2 patches. Nah,
who knows? There might have been $100 in the pocket.
That's right. True.
You know?
True.
So yeah, that's everything that we bought today. It's better than the previous Fridays have been lately.
I'm happy enough with it. I mean, we had to drive a little more than I'd like, but like,
yeah, they were very.
I just glanced at those gloves. Those gloves are minimum $40 each. I'm happy with that.
Yep.
And we have a whole bunch of other fun stuff here too to list today. So we had better get to it because we haven't listed a single thing yet, and it is a little after 1 p.m.
Yeah, we got back late and then packed and ate lunch. And
okay, let's get to it. Okay, so we are listing this stuff now. We found something very odd here. This bag that candy you found.
I was comping it, and there are some comps on eBay. But then I went to see the tags on eBay have like a logo tag, but mine just has the name and then a phone number. Like maybe it was one of the original ones they made or early version. So I Googled it and I found one on Poshmark that's like mine, and I pull it up and I'm like, wait a minute, the pattern of the cowhide is the exact same. How does that happen?
It doesn't happen.
I mean, I guess theirs is a little darker here.
No. No. So the cowhide, they must, you know what? They must bleach it and then color it or something, right?
I don't know. Isn't that weird?
Is there any chance that's the same person?
I told Lonnie maybe the person selling this, because we got this from the storage unit people, maybe they lost their storage unit and don't realize it yet. What's going on here?
I don't know.
I mean, you can tell real cowhide. Like, that's real fur. No,
but
it could be like maybe not cow, maybe it's like goat or something, and they did dye this.
Is there a material tag saying what it is?
Like I said, it's handmade.
Was this part leather over here?
No, I think that's synthetic. This is probably leather.
Okay.
And I think maybe the sides and bottom, but
that's really sketchy the way you found the same pattern.
That's weird. Let me see if I can find some others.
Okay, it's only 3:41. We're both just we woke up early. We're exhausted.
Yeah, we woke up at 6 this morning.
Yeah.
Which is, during the school year, that's no big deal for me. But during the summer, man, I get used to sleeping late really fast.
Yep.
So we're kind of tired. We're not done for the day, but again, I'm going to take a break for a little while before I cook dinner while he edits video.
Yeah, I'm going to edit some video. Candace is going to probably have to spend about an hour out here later planning out garage sale route for tomorrow.
And I am going to list that lava lamp later because it takes so long to heat up and it's almost there again.
Yeah, yesterday it was flowing really nice. And it will tonight.
Yeah.
It will again tonight. And then
I'll come out here, get it listed, and then plan our route. So.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to show them. We did do some work. Actually, we worked hard today.
What have we not listed from today? I'll show y'all what we haven't listed.
We didn't list that jacket yet.
The jacket.
Yeah. Some books.
Did you list the Pampered Chef stuff?
Yeah.
Yep. The books, those books there, and then the tennis shoes and the Monopoly.
We're not listing that Monopoly.
Lonnie wants to keep Cat Monopoly.
No, I just know Molly will like it. So.
Yeah.
But look, here's what we did list. If y'all are curious about what that stuff.
And the box shoes. I think they're going to be about $40.
Oh, really? That much?
I mean, I know they're new. I mean, look at them. They are new. So.
Okay, so we still have some money here.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh no, they're not new.
Okay.
Oh.
It's got a little scrape on it. It'd be all right.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. All right, so here's what we did list. The Greek recipes for $13.99. I listed each glove for $40 a piece that we paid $10 a piece for. This is Candace's cowhide purse. She listed it for $80. That's my chest clock. This chest clock would have been worth... well, if it didn't have the defect in the glass and it had the original box, people are getting 100. So with the cracked glass and no box, I'm just asking 30. I'll be happy with that. And I feel like that's a good deal too. And we only have $2 into it, so it's good for us too. We have $4 into this Pampered Chef thing, and listed that for $30. These are all plus ship, of course. That's the purse that Candace found the
money in, so it was free.
So
that's 20 times money.
So you listed that. That's infinite. So you listed that for the amount of money you found in it.
Right.
Okay, that's good. And then Oingo Boingo, paid $1 for that. Listed that for 30. That's pretty good. Let's see. And then the Chinese cookbook, 20. That's pretty good. The Marucci duffel bag, I listed that for 40. We paid 5 for it. And then the last thing we've listed today is Candace listed these sorority girl recipe things for 15.
Yep.
So, and then I guess you're gonna, when you list that lava lamp, that's gonna be about $100 listing there, huh?
I think that's what it's gonna be. I'm gonna check again, but I think that's what I'm gonna end up listing it for. Yeah.
So it was a fun day. Mm-hmm. I had a good time today. Like I was telling Candace earlier, it's always fun. Like when we go through the week and you get through all the cool stuff you wanted to list that week, and then now you're into the drudgery, the stuff you
pushed aside.
Yeah, and then on Friday you get that fresh stuff that's good and fun, and like it reinvigorates me when we get that good fresh inventory. It's like not such a chore. It doesn't feel like it's weird.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Yep.
But thanks a bunch for watching. We will see y'all again very soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.